Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 2:23. Hey, did I set Monster Train to upload today? I know I made the thumbnail, but sometimes I make the thumbnail and then I stop. I did. Okay, great news. Sometimes I'll sit down, I'll make the thumbnail. I will fill out all of the info, like the title and the description, all that, and then I'll be like, yep, and now I've made a Monster Train video, and then I don't finish uploading it. And yeah. That did not happen today, though. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing fine. It's Friday. It's a Friday after a holiday here, though, so it doesn't feel like a Friday, but you know, it's a Friday, but most people are probably experiencing a long weekend. So what can you do? I mean, nothing really. Hope you're having a nice long weekend, or if you're not in the United States and you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, hope you're having a nice weekend, because it's Saturday right now. It's Friday for me, I should have said. Anyway, anything for you today? Not really. Not particularly. I feel like I had something I wanted to say in this intro, but whatever it was is gone. Yeah. Oh well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get going. It's Stygian Wurmkin. It's Pushback, Shadow, Sap, Ice Tornado, Shelter, Unnamed Tome. Pushback Talus with Tethys. Very gross. Very uncool. Jackstrips with Tethys. Very good. Very cool. I like Jackstrip starters a lot. Yeah, so Jackstrips actually makes Handheld Totem a lot worse, because Handheld Totem is good for killing the 5-1 behind the boss in the first combat, and we don't need that anymore because we have Jackstrips. We're very strong at the start of this run. I know it's crazy to say because we have Tethys, but we have Ice Tornado, and we have Jackstrips. I'm gonna take this trial, even though it's probably a little frightening. It doesn't take much, such as this, for this to turn out just fine. I do have one other enemy I have to fight, but I have a, like, world full of things to kill you with. There you go. And now we're all good. We're chilling. Get what we can out of the shelter, but the first combat's gonna be pretty free here. That was to be expected, I would say. No one's shocked by this. When you have Jackstrips and you run into a clergy combat, I rolled the dice a little bit, and it'd be interesting to look and figure out if it was correct to take that trial. Like, what are the odds that I die for taking that trial? I think they have to be pretty low. What are the odds that I take a lot of damage for it? I don't know. You could actually work it out, right? Because it's a question of what are the odds that Tethys dies on the first turn. Actually, let me take a rough look at it. I'll have to draw Tethys. Oh, it's almost impossible, right? It'd have to be like Tethys, Deadweight, Unnamed Home, Shelter, something like that. It's like Tethys, Shelter, Unnamed Home. Not even Frozen Lance. No, it's like I'd have to draw no Train Stewards, no 2 of Echo Break or Frozen Lance, and no Ice Tornado. Wow, that would be really unlikely, actually. Interesting. Crystallis is good, of course. Echo Infusion is okay. It's not purple, so it's not super exciting, but it's something to help Tethys, which is cool. Play like... No, I was thinking you could play something like... Keeper of Echoes, but that sounds awful, doesn't it? I'm gonna go to the Stygian banner. I haven't seen Hot Shark in a while, I feel like. I also like upgrading our spells. Yeah, give me the Hot Shark. Nice and easy. I also like coming over here to upgrade our spells. Give me like a -1 on... let me look at the temple first. Yeah. Give me an Extreme Stone Crystallis. I'm actually down to go a lot of pack shards here on spells. Stygian, without a doubt, the best clan for taking pack shards. There's no doubt about it. Because they have great use for all of the magic power increases, and they have some of the better unit infusions. Other clans, I feel like I have trouble getting any pack shards, and this clan I have trouble not taking over 200. Well, not really, because I don't go to 200, but you get what I mean. I don't think that this unit... I mean, it's really good to take this unit draft, but I went to 35 pack shards, so I should play it cool here. I want to take the trial, but I think it's too frightening. If it wasn't armor, if it was anything else, I would take it, but an armor trial here is too scary for me. Oh yeah, that is how the haste would work. Huh. That's true, that's true. It was kind of struck me. I thought that... I didn't think about it, I guess. I was thinking about it like I was playing the Frostbite version. Which I am not. Yeah, so ultimately I think I could have gotten away with taking the trial, but I prefer to play it cool here. It's hard to say. It doesn't take a lot to die there. Even though I killed with spells, a bad draw, Tethys dies, you have no backup plan, everything goes away. I don't like it too much. Go Offering Token here. I don't think Crypt Builder is right because I don't have any discards. I'll go Offering Token. Proclamation's okay, but I don't think I want to take it. Maybe another Shelter is fine. This one's kind of interesting. I'm gonna go with the Shelter. I don't know if it's right though. And we'll go right. Looking for Endless plus 25 in here. Oh wow, Endless plus 25. Thanks, Monster Train. So, like, what do you play on this run? What makes the most sense? I mean, I think Shard Soul Carver makes the most sense just in general. He's a very good unit. We'll go Endless Shark, give him a plus 25. I have the money to reroll. There is a multi-strike here, so I'm down to play Shard Soul Carver. I think I could play 2 Shard Soul Carvers. Shard Soul Carver also doesn't need health, because he has scaling health, or scaling armor built in and 30 base health. I'm down to just give him plus 3 per echo. Now, the reasoning here is pretty simple. It means I never have to go to another steel shop. Let's look ahead for a moment. There is a good steel shop here. And one here. Okay, I'm gonna wait. There are steel shops ahead that I think are worth going to. I can even go Railforger's Hammer here. Frozen Nostalgia is really good for us, though. If I can find a way to reconcile it, which I think I can. I think I can reconcile it. I think I'm gonna go Frozen Nostalgia. It's maybe a little wacky, but plus 15 is a lot. My spells are absurd now. And so the thought is, I have really good spells, I have a very good Shark for Relentless. And yeah, that's basically the end of the thought. I'm gonna throw good spells at enemies and they're all gonna die. Shark and Jackstrips kill the back line, good spells kill the front line, and Shard Soul Carver wins Relentless. That should be it. I hope, anyway. Probably gonna need a little bit more than that, but that's the rough idea. You can silence the pushback. Yeah. You sure can. And you know what? Why not? I don't think it matters too much, but if you draw Silence on turn 1, you could actually get a lot of value out of that. Completely cancel the Tethys problem. That was weird. Did you hear it layer her... it layered her sound effects. She laughed twice in, like, very rapid succession. Talos, please don't do that again. So this run definitely wants to take energy. And there's no reason not to spend the echoes. I don't get anything. It's weird because I always feel like it's wrong to spend echoes on extract. But why? What unit cares about the number of echoes on the floor? And not just echoes being played. I think it's the Bogflies, right? And that's basically it. Is there another unit that cares other than Bogflies? I don't think there is. This fight's not particularly difficult. Alright, so yeah, we have a crazy amount of Frozen Nostalgia value here. This could be Gifts for a Guard. Gifts for a Guard will hit. I don't have a single critical spell, and it'll turn like Echo Break, Frozen Lance into absolute slappers. I haven't picked Gifts for a Guard in so long. I feel like it's been so bad lately. The eggs, I guess the eggs in general clash, but Not a lot. Pardon me, I want to look at the map. There we go. I'm gonna go to the Stygian banner here. Okay, so I will wait. I don't necessarily want to play Keeper of Echoes, although the idea here is an infusion. I need to take an infusion for Shardsoul Carver. I guess Keeper of Echoes is fine. And then I'm gonna take energy first. This is probably going to be a deck where every card is good, so I don't worry about it too much in terms of draw. That's what I'm looking for, draw here. Shout out to Train Stewards. Offering Monument. Huh. You know, I've never actually had a case for this, but I think I'm going to use Offering Monument Infusion. This would be the first time I've ever used this infusion. But I don't actually want incants. I just want to draw more cards. So I can infuse Offering Monument onto Shardsoul Carver, who wasn't really too excited about Keeper of Echoes anyway. That's really weird. It's cool though, don't get me wrong. We're strong enough for Divine Horde. What are my consumes like? I think I have... Oh, I have Gifts for Guard, and I have 3 shelters. Yeah, okay, so Refracting Lenses keeps us at full HP for the rest of the run. This is looking really good now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Keeper of Echoes out. We'll go Gifts for Guard -1. So, moving forward here. Tethys, you're still in this? Okay. You could pick Conduit, but I really don't want to play Conduit. So, there's a pretty simple thought about Conduit Tethys. She's not good. She's just gonna die on the Divinity. And so if I pick Conduit Tethys, I'm kind of hamstringing myself. Let's see what the draws are. I'm not really hamstringing myself, I'm just like making the run a little bit worse. I have to keep the silence for sure. You're dead to Jack Strips. Okay, so it's time to just kill. Yeah, but if I pick Conduit, it's a little worse than Chillwind, and at the end of the run, Chillwind and Conduit are the same value of 0 because they're just going to die. So I favor... Fuck you, Offering Monument. What are you doing? You're doing a cosplay of Wingsteel here, huh? I see. Yeah, Conduit Tethys basically just is no value whatsoever. It's value now, but I don't need the value now, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like, I get something for Conduit Tethys, but that something isn't very good. And I would rather just play Chillwind. Because the thing is, I don't want to plan around playing around Conduit, I don't want to build the run around, oh, well, I have Conduit, and then at the end go, oh yeah, now Conduit's worthless. So, I guess that's really the thought. If I plan now about Conduit, I'm going to end up a little unhappy in the future. Although technically it's not impossible to save Conduit Tethys because we have Shelter. We have options, I just don't want to put any faith into them. Silence is pretty clutch here. Keep going up here to play incants like that card is purple. It's not purple. There's no reason to go to top 4 to play my ace spells other than I feel like it's right. Yeah, this doesn't look great. I won't lie to you. I need to get rid of these non-purples now for Shardsoul Carver to start scaling. Frost Effigy is disgusting. Ice Storm is very good. Soul Siphon is like... They showed me a purple card that has no value when purpled. Soul Siphon doesn't give you anything, but it does fill up the floor with echoes, but that's not really what I want here, is it? I don't think so. I could pick Ancient Resonance as well, but I'm actually very worried about my Relentless prospects right now. I need to get rid of Train Steward, Train Steward. Check the Steel Shop first, of course. Quick is underwhelming, I don't think it's very good. Multi-strike again, that is what I want. I probably don't need to take the money. What do you got in here? Abandoned stave? It gives me more energy than I know what to do with, truly. So, this is another situation where it would have been better to go draw, because now here's an energy relic. But you can't know that that's coming, and I think the energy is more important. Like, if I miss here, I think this run is just very hard to play without energy. So, I think it's okay, but, you know. I'm at 100 pack shards if I don't take anything else right now from the 2-unit infusions, so should be fine. I'm going to avoid armor trial. No, I don't need to avoid armor trial. Shark cleans up the sycophant combats. He really just does them dirty here. Tethys does clear Ember Drain on the first turn for us, which is pretty nice on the Divinity. I don't have to play around Ember Drain on turn 1. I will give you that, Tethys. That was the only thing in my prose from my notes about Monster Train shortly after the DLC. Was the only thing I had written in the prose for Tethys. At least she clears the Ember Drain for you. Oh, there's a guy there. I should have played Echo Break on him. Tethys is, you know, I feel like a lot of things over the course of playing this game, a lot of things had my opinion change on them. A lot of cards and a lot of relics, but Tethys really is that bad, I think. Tethys really is just atrocious. You go, little fish girl. This tornado's fine. So I win Crystal Cloak because I have Titan Sentry. Probably. Hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, I would be surprised if I didn't win this, I guess. This is piercing, but it doesn't show me... I guess it doesn't show me the damage because it's random. So technically the game doesn't know. Why didn't I silence this? That's an excellent question. Very astute observation. I have no idea. I have no guess as to why I didn't silence this. How much frostbite? 21. How much stealth? 3. Okay. A little closer than it should have been. If I had silenced, I think it would have been fine. But, I mean, it was fine. We won anyway. And damage I take isn't very dire, so... Glacial Seal. I mean, Crystalline Seeds is 0 and Purple and Consume, actually. That card's good. I shouldn't sleep on that. Ambient Charge is okay, but I don't think it's worth it. You get the Echo, which is important. I definitely want to go right, but where's the duplicate up ahead? Yeah, it's at the steel shop, so I should go left. As much as I would like to go right, I should go left here because I need to take the duplicate now rather than force myself into a bad steel shop later. I'm going to duplicate the shark. I'm actually going to... I'm going to do Offering Monument Infusion first. Yeah, never before seen gameplay. So as soon as I play Shardsoul Carver, I get +1 draw now, which is good. Shadow Incarnate Arcus. There. Alright, so the big thing we want here is a shark on turn 1. We have a like 66% chance, I would say. I don't know if that's actually correct. It seems correct though, right? 66% chance shark on turn 1. If you have 3 units, you draw 1 to draw priority. It's probably actually a little higher than that, because there's also the chance that you draw 2 units right away. But you get the idea. Shouldn't I play a second shark? You know? A lot of this fight is going to be won by just throwing spells at Arcus, I think, when we have free time. And we're going to have a pretty good amount of free time. So why not just throw another 38 damage at him? We're going to win this quickly, I suppose, is how I feel about it. No win this just by throwing things. It's a shame about the stealth. Really hate that bosses get stealth sometimes now. It does seem pretty brutal. Okay, so we want to make sure that we spend non-permafrosted cards on this first. Like so. Anyways. What the hell? Alright. That's like, you know, many times people have said to me, and it doesn't matter in this case, of course, but many times people will say to me, oh, you hate Blink, what would it take for you to hate Ice Storm? And the answer is, well, it's kind of unlikely. I guess it's significantly less likely that Ice Storm ever does what it just did. And it doesn't matter in this case, so I really don't care. But it is much less likely that Ice Storm loses 5 coin flips, which makes it a much less frustrating card to play into. That's all. As I've said many times, Blink is a good card, even if I don't like it. It is good. Ice Storm, or Ice Tornado, is also kind of awful, but, you know, it's fine because there's enough hits and you usually aren't playing it to kill a specific thing. Really, I think the problem with Blink is that it's looking specifically for a... What am I trying to say here? It's looking specifically for a kill, whereas Ice Tornado often just needs to do damage. You live at 1? Get the hell out of here. Okay, this deck could have really used Urchin Spines, actually. I feel like 1 Urchin Spines would make a pretty big difference, but here comes 120 damage. That's pretty good. And here's another 140. I'm winning this, but I can spend 2 spells to make it not do 11. I'm at 80, 31. I need to be above 93 if possible, which is possible, actually. That'll give me another round. Because we're gonna lose this by a lot, initially. You're at 82. I actually just die here straight up. It makes sense. Let me look at it one more time. This might not be a winnable fight, though. It may just not pan out for us. I don't know if I have enough purples to make Sharks win on his own. It's interesting because I did take a lot of... I did what I wanted to do. Oh, not play Gifts for the Guard here. I knocked a lot of free turns out of him. But... it's a little difficult. He has a lot of health. And I don't... If this were Fel, it would be fine, because the multi-hitting would make it a much easier fight, I think, too. I wonder if I need to play Ice Tornado there. Maybe. I don't know. I want to try playing this fight, but just throwing all the purple cards out on the top floor. Probably play Shelter here. Instead of following Arcus around and throwing spells at him, let's try just stacking armor and killing everything with spells on the top floor. I am not super confident, but maybe it's good enough. And it really is that way, huh? Maybe you could... No, you can't skip the second shark because there's a unit in the way. Just for a guard here. Oh, it burns the Echo Infusion. That's a little awkward. Kinda want that. Well. Oh yeah, you go... Well, I can't take a 0 here. Because you're gonna live at 8. It's okay. Living more rounds should be good for us. In theory. But I am actually not 100% convinced this is winnable. 2 hits here, 1 hit there. It all looks pretty similar to how it looked last time. I should play the Echo Break first. I'm at 74 armor, I'm at like 120 attack. It's really just not good enough, I fear. Interesting to come up short here, though, I think. This run, it plays out almost exactly how I would expect it to. It does really well right up until you get to a boss with too much HP, and then you just get flattened. So let's see. Let's see if we did enough here. 884, it looks exactly the same. 85, 87, 89. Damn, I was close. I was pretty close. This might not be a loss. I'm gonna let it go here because I think I might win this through Frostbite in the Pyre. Because it's only 400 and Tethys is gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, so it's 80. I think I'm actually alive. It's close. Yeah. Cool. I was like 4 damage off of that being a little bit better too, but it's a really hard fight, I think, and it's a hard run in general, I think. So like, how do we advance from here, right? What do you do to make this winning? Question in the room: how do I ever beat Seraph? I don't know. I don't think space makes a difference. So I guess I'm taking card draw. And I'm looking for some form of spell weakness, not Tethys. We also now have the calcified embers, and the damage we take there is meaningless. I'll heal it all back. I'm gonna go to the cavern, because like a 1 size could win, or a melee weakness could win. Or maybe there's a relic that wins too. What you got for me? Nexus Spike? It's okay. We just get to make another super spell, which is good. It's like another 1 use, an enemy dies card. Now, it doesn't take the upgrades with it. So I should play... I actually think the best thing to do is like Echo Infusion and then... maybe not. Oh, we could do like double Shelter, even. Shelter, just play it. It's like a double stack Shelter. Maybe. Double Ice Tornado is good. I think I'm gonna do the shelter idea. Or like, you can't do Shelter with a targeted spell, sadly. So give me Shelter. That's fine. Okay, so I thought about Sigiled Seaweed. I don't think it's that good here because I have a Silence as well already. I think I'd rather reroll for... I don't know what. Ah, Cuddlebeard's good. Oriska's also good, and Echo Seedling is good. All 3 of these are fine. How many extract cards do I have? 1? Yeah, so Kariska's probably not that good here. Cuddlebeard or Echo Seedling? I think Cuddlebeard, actually. I think it's the way that I can beat Sap Seraph. Echo Seedling's also okay, though. A lot of shelters. A lot of armor. But I'm not thinking too much about how do I beat the Divinity in this run. I'm thinking entirely about how do I beat Sap Seraph. And you know who wins me Sap Seraph right now? Tethys. No joke. Unfortunately. I'm down to go Heaven Seal. I'm down to all in on stuff like this right now. I'm gonna heal my whole health bar here. There's no doubt about that. Just Excavated Ember first. I'm gonna throw spells at the Pyre Wings. A +6 for Tethys. 66 with 6 HP. Yep, that looks correct. I'm saving the Crystalline Seeds to purple Shardsoul Carver. It's better to hold off, I think. Feel like I want to play a Shark on his own. Oh, this is gonna kill Tethys. I had to play Shelter there. Hang on a minute. It's probably okay. I'm gonna silence that. Tethys, don't die on me. I'm 1 energy short. Oh, that's not good. Tethys. It's my fault. I had to play Shelter there. And I didn't. It's okay. I think I'll be okay. Maybe? Maybe not. I might have to replay. Alright, I can't believe it. I lost Tethys and then the game ended. Someone resurrect Tethys this instant. That might be fine. Go like Echo Infusion. I have shelters here. Every heavy infused problem is really obnoxious though. I gotta say. Played the wrong Ice Tornado there. I needed to. Well, Piercing's never gonna kill the Steel Wings. Never mind. Celtic for 8 feels so bad. No, I really just don't feel like I have the energy still. Kinda weird. This'll never kill, right? I should actually play it down here to try and kill one of the Steel Wings. Yeah, I don't care about that damage. It really doesn't seem that bad. I'm going to win through Frostbite, probably, if I'm going to win anyway. My hope dwindles by the minute. Do I have to play this shark? What do you think? Do I have to play him? He worth more than the armor? Armor 10 versus... I think he is worth more than the armor. Oh, I should have kept... Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I keep silence for the living armor. What am I doing? Oh, god. Oh, that's disgusting. 3, 6, 7, 8. I can play Gifts for a Guard here. Why would I not hold the Silence Tome for this guy? What was I thinking? Answer, I wasn't thinking, was I? No, I don't think so. Well, I would prefer to not take this damage, but... I think I need to play Shelter Echoes here, sadly. I think if I don't give my... And 36 attack is probably good enough. I played this combat out, like, atrociously. Silence the boss, you idiot! It's so free! Can't believe I didn't do that. Well, instead of the shark, I'm probably just going to play... What's in here? Yeah, I'm gonna play Gifts for a Guard. It's gonna pull me something here. It's not great. My purples are like all gone, it feels. 65 times 3. I can wait. I'm so stupid, man. I'm just... What the hell was I thinking? Well, I'm not losing this because of my own idiocy. I made like 3 critical mistakes in that fight. This shouldn't be a hard fight, but I made it hard. Another thought here, by the way, I should just skip the first shark because I have a second shark. That's also a true thought. Why didn't I play the Ember there? I don't know. I can just skip the Ember Drain from the first shark though, which is definitely worth it. Better. Did I not play Shelter again? Oh, the Shelter, because I didn't play the draw, the Shelter was at a different timing. That's cool. Good to see. There you go. Now Tethys can die a turn from now. And I'm gonna hold the Unnamed Tome this time around. I have not internalized how much this does. This does 80? This does 80. Yeah, okay. What could I draw? I'll play Gifts for a Guard because it'll probably hit Excavated Ember. And then I can go Ember, Lance, Break for free. Offering Token is fine. And then we finish it out with a double Shelter to keep Tethys alive for sure. And now I have not made any terrible mistakes. Now everything is okay. Well, as okay as it's gonna get. Still not great. I'm gonna play Ice Tornado here. Wow. Okay. Alright. In the first round, you know what I didn't even think of? It's entirely possible that I had an Echo Infusion in my hand and just didn't think about it. On the turn that Tethys died, I might have just been holding an Echo Infusion. I don't think I was, but I could have been, and that would be very silly if it's true. I don't think I was. But I didn't even think about Echo Infusion as a card I could use to use on Tethys, so I don't know. Now I have all sorts of doubts. But none of that really matters. All that matters is I need to put a silence on the living armor. Silence the boss that is hard countered by Silence Tome, maybe. Damn, and then still almost lose. We made it. Just a slight misstep. I'll say it would be nice to have Urchin Spines. I wonder how good it actually is here. Versus like Drain. Drain is pretty good too. I'm gonna go Urchin Spines, but Drain isn't bad. Revenge of the Damned is really good. It's a lot of purples for Shardsoul Carver. I have 35 cards in this deck. What the hell is in this deck? Oh, a lot. A lot. So I want to go right. Yeah, I need to go right. I don't care that much about the health, but I need to go to the magic shop. And we finally get to finish out with Shark into Shark. Plus 10 piercing and plus 30 if you want it. Firestone Housing. Hilarious. Monster Train. Absolutely hilarious. Cleansing Water is worth it here. The chance to peel off spell shields in the Divinity is really good. Consumes have a chance to be discarded. Is that good or bad? I think it's good. I don't get etches, I just get these procs, and it's when a card with Consume is played. Calm down for wing clippings here. And we can go -1 Nexus Spike. Can you double stack Nexus Spike? You can. That card's pretty nuts. Can reroll once and I can consider a -1. It goes on Gifts for a guard. And I'm gonna put a +10 onto Ice Tornado. I'm going to go over to the temple here. I'm gonna put a +10 piercing on Ice Storm. I know I'm going over, but 26 damage Ice Storm seems good. Alright. Here we are, for better or for worse. Let's see what we can do. We have the Self-Infused Shark action. We have the big Tethys. Preserve. Very nice. This is a good boss. Because he has damage shield instead of the other one, stealth. Which is nice to deal with. Much more manageable. It's got to be better to put the 18 up, right? I'm giving up 12 times 3 to do 45. No, it's got to be right to play it because of the past. And we got some crossplay. Now we hope he goes bottom 4, yeah. Full health Shark rocks out like 50 frostbite here. Revenge looks good. This all looks very good. Play Nexus Spike for 8 armor. 12 armor? 12? Really? Wait, really? Hang on. Armor 2 per echo. Shouldn't this be 24? It is 24, okay. The game just doesn't apply the double stack, I see. That's okay, I will wait. I think we'll get a better number than that out of it. I'll just play these then. That's fine. The goal here will be to keep our top floor guy full HP. And as much armor as we can as well. The Shark will do a lot of the work in that regard. What's in here? Nothing I'm upset about losing. Yeah, having both shelters go to 0 cost is good. Means you get a lot more purples off. Yeah, I think it's best to just go... I think it's best to go for the biggest shelter we can get. This fight is long still. 100 frostbite as well. Yeah, we're gonna crush this fight. Careful. Discard dead weight. Sure. I have to silence this. I don't have anything good to silence, so it's okay. I keep waiting to draw the other shark, but then I remember that just can't happen. He's gone. 3, 6, 7, 8. Do you think one day they'll ever add to Monster Train numbers floating above the cards so I know how many cards are in hand without having to actually count? This is a rhetorical question. I know the answer is no. I've been asking for that shit since day one, though. I've been waiting, and I'm starting to come to terms with the fact that it's never gonna happen. It would be really nice, though, wouldn't it? I feel like almost every other deck builder has that feature. Just make it easier for me to see what I'm looking at. Stop making me count. Big for the echoes. I'm gonna end up with an underwhelming Nexus Spike here, unfortunately. I guess I can roll the dice on waiting. We have another round. But I should be playing it because we have a 50% chance to keep it, actually. Yeah. Maybe I'll draw it on Gifts for a Guard here. 3, 6, 8. Okay. Belter's okay to hit. Yeah, I did hit it on Gifts for a Guard, kind of. In a sense. Alright, I'll take it for 40, it's fine. I mean, we end up pretty strong here in terms of health, really. Got a lot of armor. Maybe I do have to play around keeping Tethys alive, but it's not really something I can play around at this point. It's just hope Tethys doesn't die. I do have a pretty good number of ways to keep Tethys alive, though, I guess. For the Divinity, that is. We win this fight for sure. 292 frostbite. Part of my win condition, though, is the really high frostbite number, so it's a little harder to see it on the Divinity. Yeah, good enough. Despite my best efforts in the last combat, we do walk out of this one. Thank you, Tethys, very cool. And wing clippings, too. But, you know, the Divinity is here. What are we gonna do? Hope I draw Shark turn 1. No Shark? How about now? Okay. No Shark. Also, no way to keep Tethys alive, so my outlook is grim. Outlook is rather grim here. Well, Tethys, go do your holy duty. Stop me from dealing with Ember Drain on turn 1. Thank you, Tethys. Great work. Yeah. So we have the Shark who does great work for us, actually, and not like Tethys kind of great work. To hold the Tome. I think I'm gonna ditch the Crystallis. And then maximize my purples here. My feeling is that we will probably lose. You lived at 1? That's terrible. That's just atrocious. Ugh. Okay, it's good to play Gifts for a Guard here. I didn't really hit anything I wanted, but... Well, now I just have to continue to press buttons and hope I reach a point where I'm not losing on the spot. I think I'm losing on the spot, though. This actually looks unrecoverable. We'll see. It looks pretty bad, though. No good spells on that turn. Shark has to do what he can. I'm just not scaling very well. I believe in you, Ice Tornado. Okay. I mean, it's not really okay, it's pretty bad, but, you know. The damage output is rather not good. Nothing to draw off of Revenge here. Gotta play Ice Tornado. I can play Echo Brig Revenge. Yeah, okay, I'm dead as hell. This run's very over. I don't know, man. It's pretty rough. My good spells just aren't good enough. Unfortunately, what this run is missing is a relic. I needed... yeah, whatever. I needed for this run to have any chance the top 4 spell weakness card. I think. Or I could have given more respect to keeping Tethys alive, but I don't think Tethys would have helped me there. I think that run just needs spell weakness to be good. Or maybe just less cards. I don't know. You can play... the problem is that there's no scaling between my spells hitting enemies and my character who is carrying, which is Shard Soul Carver. So I needed all my spells to be purple, really. That's what had to happen there, but didn't. I'm not upset about that loss. It's the, like... I think it's the bad side of the Divinity is what this loss is, because I'm not allowed to play around a lot of the things that would have been worth playing around there, like Frostbite, because the Divinity just shits on Frostbite, or Tethys, because haha Tethys, but I don't know. I don't think Tethys is really worth playing around, to be fair. And maybe if I play the Shark on middle 4, it would be fine. I played him on bottom 4 there, but yeah, maybe with a middle 4 play it would have been better. Probably, but I wanted to have time because I wanted to have time to fight the wave after that. But yeah, I guess I could have tried playing the Shark on the middle 4. Oh well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.